Hello again, YouTubers, on with SpongeBob 101 back here again on the SpongeBob channel, and this video is the finale video of our 6th anniversary celebrations. Alright, this is part number 10 of 10. Yeah, we have had 9 previous videos. All awesome. Go check them out. Of course, again, playlist link in the description box below. So, as you can see in the title, we actually are ending off this celebrations here with an episode review video. So I know we've already done 2 of these previously, but okay, this episode review has to do with the first episode of season 10, episode 205, Whirlybrains and Mermaid Pants. Now, I think if you haven't checked out our previous episode review videos, go do so, and of course post a comments box below with what you actually thought of these 2 episodes. Now I'm gonna turn on the fan right here. Get a little bit warm. So okay, but anyways, yeah, don't worry. I mean, I live in an area that's tropical all year round, so I mean, yeah, it's warm. Okay, so anyways, yeah, Whirlybrains was the very first SpongeBob episode from season 10 that aired, and well, I have mixed feelings about this episode, but lesser mixed feelings about the next episode I'm actually going to be talking about. So in Whirlybrains, SpongeBob and Patrick see this new toy, Whirlybrains. Basically, you attach this like propeller cap to your brain, to your head. To your brain, and then it will allow you, allow you to make your brain travel around. I don't know how to put that in words, frankly, but yeah, so basically you can, like, you know, get your brain to like hover in the air, and you can see things from supposedly a new perspective, right, from the air. So basically SpongeBob and Patrick really get into this, and they realize everybody else is getting Whirlybrains too, so they're not really that special anymore. Oh, okay. And then yeah, so they compete with this kid who's really mean, I guess. And yeah, they accidentally enter this old fish's home, or yard at least, and that old fish slams down those brains and captures them in a barrel. So yeah, now SpongeBob and Patrick are blind, and they're like wandering around, you know. I'm not gonna get into detail about episode. I mean, of course, there was a part about the diaper thing, which was really disgusting. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go and watch the episode. It's available on iTunes now. And yeah, so basically they enlist the help of Sandy to track down the brains, and they discover that it is being held at that old fish's home. So Sandy like, you know, asks the sleeping old fish that whether they could go in and search for the brains. Well, they just go in because the fish was not even listening, and he was just sleeping. So yeah, but anyway, a creak of the floorboards woke that old fish, and he confronts Sandy and SpongeBob and Patrick. But Sandy has a showdown of words with that old fish and threatens to call the police. So yeah, but anyways, they knock over the barrel of brains. I mean, it's kind of creepy because the eyes are actually connected to the brains, and then like the brainstem is like hovering in the midair, which is really not possible, because I mean, you know, you need the brainstem to connect the entire body with your brain. So I mean, unless it somehow is a new technology that somehow manages to wirelessly transfer information through air to that brainstem and into the brain, I don't think that's really gonna be possible, and it's a little bit creepy. But yeah, so anyways, the old fish repents and decides that he was just really lonely, and yeah, pretty sad story. So SpongeBob and Patrick donate their Whirlybrains to that guy, who attaches it to his butt and like hovers around the shady shoals, terrorizing other old folks. Okay, so I mean, yeah, I really don't know what to say about this. I'll just give it a 3 out of 5. But yeah, so there were some funny parts, some really disgusting parts, some like, yeah, I totally agree with this, or like, no, this guy should be like whatever. Okay, that kind of moments. So, I mean, yeah, it's kind of action packed, but that's what you get with Whirlybrains. So, yeah, what are your thoughts? I don't actually have much to say about Whirlybrains, but I have a lot to say about Mermaid Pants. So, Mermaid Pants, I'll hands down give it a 4.5 out of 5. Now, although there have only been 2 season 10 episodes, I understand that, but I think this episode, Mermaid Pants, is gonna be one of my top 10 season 10 episodes of all time. Now, we'll actually see when season 10 actually ends. I mean, you have no. I personally don't know when that will happen, but we have 13 half hours, so in season 10. So, I mean, I should kind of cut down that top 10 list to top 5, but yeah, okay, I'll cut it down to top 5. So probably top 5. But so basically, now that Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy is no longer a thing, because the voice actor of Mermaid Man passed away in 2012. The Nickelodeon crew, okay, the SpongeBob crew, not Nickelodeon, okay? SpongeBob, they're the real creative minds there. They actually came up with Man Sponge and Boy Patrick. Alright, so yeah, I mean, yeah, I was not expecting that, but that was really, really excellent. I really appreciated it. It kind of brought back the superhero thing in SpongeBob. And yeah, it was something like Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy, the very first one, remember, with Reflecto, up to no good. And in this case, it was Dr. Negative, of which in both cases, the target was Squidward, right? And that was actually pretty interesting because it kind of makes us go reminisce about the very first Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy episode. And then of course we had like Mr. Krabs. This was completely new. Mr. Krabs is actually a comic book geek, and he actually made his own Captain Tightwad costume, which was actually pretty funny. Yeah, I mean Captain Tightwad, right? It totally fits Mr. Krabs. But yeah, so so basically they pretend to, you know, they have a play session, and basically it's like, yeah, Dr. Negative and Mr. Krabs, Captain Tightwad, seriously don't do anything wrong. So, you know, according to Mermaid Man, I forgot what issue is that, but SpongeBob highlights that, you know, superheroes can't attack supervillains until supervillains commit a crime. So Mr. Krabs decides to. Mr. Krabs is persuaded to rob himself, which is not a crime. Then he goes rob a bank, which he gets beaten up by this security guard. So yeah, and then they stop by the evil store, STOR, and to pick up some props for apparently the Krusty Lair. Right, so basically SpongeBob and Patrick are being lowered into a vat of boiling oil, and Mr. Krabs and Squidward, Captain Tightwad and Dr. Negative basically, yeah, are trying to fry our two heroes there, until, you know, some random turn of events. Basically they shake the basket and the entire machine falls to the ground, causes like cracks in the ground, and yeah, so basically Captain Tightwad and Dr. Negative fall right into the vat of boiling oil. And the Krusty Krab gets destroyed, and Patrick was like, at the end of the day, yeah, we're not gonna let you off this easily next time. Yeah, I don't think that'd be a next time. I mean, the way Patrick ate Squidward's arm was like, I mean, okay, Squidward is like calamari in that, but that was just a little bit weird. But okay, so anyways, I really liked the plotline. I mean, there are some parts of the episode which I thought were kind of redundant, such as what I just mentioned about Patrick eating Squidward's arm when Squidward was fried. But overall, I think it was actually a pretty excellent episode. And unlike, you know, Patrick Man, where they actually tried to bring about some kind of, you know, superhero thing going, that wasn't really very effective. I wouldn't say that was bad either, but Mermaid Pants was certainly exceptional. So Mermaid Pants and oh well, Boy Patrick. I'll just call him Boy Patrick. I prefer the name Boy Patrick. So yeah, you know, from the DVD. So what are your thoughts on episode 205, the first episode of season 10? Comment in the box below. Make sure to subscribe, like, favorite, comment, etc. And yeah, keep it right here on SpongeBob 101. This marks the end of our 6th anniversary celebrations. Again, thank you guys for 6 years of support here on YouTube. And yeah, we're gonna be making sure that we keep upgrading our SpongeBob content. I really like doing these videos. It's actually pretty interesting to try new types of videos and talk about different aspects of SpongeBob. So yeah, I really enjoy this, seriously. In fact, a lot of this channel is actually driven by like me actually wanting to do something as a hobby. I really like doing these videos. Not for, like, you know, personally, actually it's not even meant, like, not really to get you guys to watch it. It's just I like talking about these kind of things about SpongeBob. So yeah, I mean, you know, at my age now, it's really hard to actually talk to someone that actually likes SpongeBob as much as you do, because I mean, SpongeBob is like, okay, honestly it is a kid's show, but personally I feel like I'm a kid, so yeah. Okay, SpongeBob is for everything. Okay, but anyways, yeah, thank you guys for 6 years, and there'll be plenty more coming up. Keep it right here on Auto SpongeBob 101 now. See you guys in the next video, where we will be continuing or starting our USA content. I have no idea how that scheduling is going to work out yet, because I'm actually recording this the day before I head off to the United States, November 30th. So yeah, I haven't actually filmed anything yet on my trip. So yeah, you know, this video is gonna go up on December 4th, but nonetheless, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this 10-part video series. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!